Greetings fellow Demon Slayers, this is Taimanin Mari here today with another video, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm insanely hyped that God Queen Rinko has finally been released. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into the contents of this update and let you guys know what's going on. Before doing so, I do want to head on over to the mileage shop again. I actually got to speak with a player who has gotten to play the Japanese version extensively. It turns out I was misinformed. Shisui is good for arena, so definitely if you're going to be hoarding mileage points, focus her first. She'll really help with securing your spot in the arena. The reason being is she does res you at 0 HP, which is a get out of jail free card, and then reduces the damage. On top of that, her active allows invulnerability and removes a status effect. So she's busted in arena, which will be a method of farming gems. So definitely save your mileage points for her, or if you have welled and already have enough, go for her. I do apologize for the misinformation. I didn't get to play the Japanese version, and I did not have any information on the arena, but I do appreciate the community clearing that up for me. With that being said, moving on, we're going to go over here to this Rinko package. Now looking at this, you will see here it is $44.99. It does come with the skin, gems, and her Soul Invictus weapon. Unless you're really looking to simp for Rinko, you can skip on this as she will be free to buy on the 26th with 1,000 gems, as opposed to paying the monetary value outright here. So don't feel like you need to rush to get her. She is worth it if you do. But don't feel hassled into doing so. And the reason being is you will not be able to dupe this weapon. And the skin is already purchasable in game. So there's not much really here except the character and the gems that you'd be getting value-wise. Moving on from there, we are going to head over to the quest menu. And here you see we do have our first event going, which is called Su Jinglei's Day Off. This event is really simple. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Basically what you do, you're going to go do the event story, clear as high as you can, and you're going to be rewarded per run these tickets with a 100% chance. You're then going to go over to the event gacha and simply roll with these tickets. There's not much else to it. 100 of them get you a 10 roll, 10 of them will get you a single roll. Your focus is going to be to try to get this supporter here, and I will go over her ability and why she's worth it. So passively, she is going to increase damage dealt to demon type enemies by 22%. And she has a decent active too, if you don't have anything better. But the reason this damage dealt to demons is huge is because you will be able to use her in time attack stages 4 and 5 where the enemies are predominantly demon. And if you can dupe her out during this event, that'll be a nice hefty damage buff against that type of enemy. Now, as I said, it's really simple. You're just going to pull until you get her, and then there is a refresh button here in the event. You simply hit this. If you have already acquired her, it will let you reset the box. So, this is a decent place to dump your stamina. If you haven't been using your stamina potions, good on you. You should be using them in farming this event. I've read that normal 5 is a good place to farm. Some people claim hard is better. I know a majority of players probably can't do 5, so I think normal 5 is like a safe suggestion. I think most people should be able to do that by now if they've been active. So definitely farm this event. I know it's tempting to do your dailies, but definitely try to get this ultra rare under your belt before the event is over and try to dupe her. Because as you can see here, it only lasts until the 26th, so we only have a couple of weeks to exploit this and get our hands on this ultra rare and get her done. That being said, I am going to go to my inventory. There was a reward given out for people who I believe hit ranked 5 and 10. The rank 5 reward is a free bathrobe skin for a vanilla character of your choice, or this 5,000 gold. I don't know who would pick that, but either way, definitely like this is worth it. Just It's free. I'm sure most people have hit level 5 within a few minutes of playing. So, take your choice, pick whatever skin seems pretty to you, and go on with your life. The second thing for level 10s is a Ultimate Supporter voucher. This lets you choose one of the 3 original supporters that were released. Definitely a great value here, and it's great that they're giving this out for free. My suggestion is to either go for Fuma Amane or Major. The reason being is, again, I've been speaking with people who have played the Japanese version, and they say these characters are really powerful in the PvP arena. Kaworu is good for PvE, but if you're looking to future-proof your account and you don't already have an Amane or a Major, or you just want to get dupes of them, they will really help you out in PvP. Any one of them is a good choice, and since PvP is a means to farm crystals, you'll be pretty much making an investment by getting your guaranteed copy of one of these cards. Either one is a good choice, so pick whatever one, you prefer, or whichever one you feel. It's either going to be damage or it's going to be an AoE with damage reduction, but both are great for PvP and definitely good choices. And the last thing I do want to look at today is, of course, the gachas. So first we're going to go to the pickup gacha. Here you see we do have 2 new supporters, so I just want to take a quick look at them. We have Yuri Hisui. So her ability is going to reduce damage taken from bosses by 20%. Her active, if she is your main supporter, is she will remove your combo count and increase your damage dealt and critical damage dealt by 1% for 10 seconds. And that goes up to a max combo of 100 for a 100% increase in both. It is a decent effect for bursting. I don't like the 48-second cooldown. I feel like after you use her, you're kind of like stuck. It's kind of like use this to end the fight type deal. I don't find her bad by any means. I just feel like some of the other supporters that are ultra rare are a bit better. But if you do come across her and you get lucky pulling her and you don't have anything better, she's definitely not a bad choice to use. Next we're going to look at Harusaki Arika. Her passive ability is really cool. She increases his damages dealt to bosses by 15%. That is a great passive ability. And her gravitational pull performs a consecutive attack of 30% damage to all enemies pulled by the spear. The spear explodes after 3 seconds for additional damage. So her active ability is just okay. It's nice that it does gather enemies, but the increased damage dealt to bosses by 15% will be really good in situations where you need to boss rush. Unfortunately, that's not a lot of content in this game. Like, Time Attack does have a plethora of you killing mobs before you actually get to the boss. So while you'd be cutting your boss time, you would effectively be cutting your mob time. And you could also just use, where is she? Sanada Homura, which is just going to give you a 15% boost to all enemies over Harusaki. So I'd say Homura is more competitive in that regard if you're looking to do PvE, since her buff is against anything and not just bosses. But if you do happen to get the new followers, each of them are very useful, and they're not totally bad. They're just, there's already other stuff in the game that's seemingly better, at least in my eyes. The last thing I want to take a peek at is this Rinko special pickup gacha. So, we're going to have 2 instances of pity here. The first one is going to be a weapon choice. You can choose any of the ultimate weapons so far in the game. From what I've been reading, if you are going for Rinko, or did you already purchase Rinko, and you are going to be pulling this gacha at least to 100 pity, the Kirin is the weapon to go for. So definitely choose that, or hope you drop it, and then maybe you'll be able to dupe it when you hit 100. That is the weapon that you do want to be using on her. And if you are willing to go the extra 50 pulls, you will get a Heavenly Moonflower skin for your Rinko. As you can see, your character model is really nice, really cultured. So Definitely worth it if you're looking to main her, because the skin will provide a permanent stat boost, as all skins do. If you aren't looking to main her, but you are looking to use her, maybe hold off on getting the skin. That might be a little bit crazy to pull that much. But, you know, to each his own. If she is going to be someone you main and want to focus, definitely it's worth it to go for her skins, go for her weapon, and pull out this gacha. This will be available to the 2nd of November, so you also do have time to accumulate free-to-play crystals, which is nice. That way you're given a good 3 weeks to work up to pity. And with that being said, that does cover everything I wanted to discuss today. As always, if you guys enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. I do wish you guys luck in your gacha, and if you're willing to simp for Rinko, then enjoy. She's really worth it, and I may be doing the same. With that, you guys take care, and you have a great day.